Hello everyone, Warangel here and welcome back to Rimworld, where before I actually get started with today's episode, I want to run something by you, because I think this could be a very interesting idea for the playthrough and actually give us an objective for the playthrough as well. So, typically with Rimworld, you normally have two options of finishing the game. You either, one, find a spaceship and defend it while the AI, starting it up, and then you can fly off into the, well, I was going to say sunset, but into space. Or you can build your own spaceship and do the same thing. Now, after the last episode was uploaded, GeneticRim released an update, and as part of that update, it actually includes a new endgame goal, which actually fits the mod extremely well and I think could be very suitable for this playthrough. And what this new end goal is if we pop onto here, you can see I already was checking it out before I started recording, is that we can actually start researching the Architect project. So as part of GeneticRim, you can eventually learn how to combine animal DNA with the mechanoids that are on the map, and really create some monstrosities, to say the least, some really strange stuff. And this project allows you to combine those then with a subjugated Architect AI core. Now, as it reads there, would it be a wise thing to do? Probably not. It's a terrible idea, I think. But it would be a very cool idea to do. So I'm thinking that would be a very suitable way of finishing this playthrough, but I want to get your feedback. It is going to take quite a bit of research to get to this project, and we're going to be looking at some of the other stuff as well, and we will need to do even more research in order to unlock different bits that we're going to need to actually do this. But I think it's a really good idea, but let me know in the comments what you think. Now, something else that I want to address, and I'm also a little bit uncertain about this, is actually with Nina. Now, if you remember, Nina picked up this sword an episode or two ago, the Pico Machinery Longsword. Now, it's a very powerful weapon, and I am really tempted to keep it. But, as was mentioned in the comments of the last video, it's also going to be a problem for the colony in the long run, because it's a very expensive item. In fact, if we pop onto gear, I'll tell you what, colonists, carry on working when I'm talking here. If we pop into here, the weapon itself is worth 10,030. It's a very, very, a valuable weapon. Ooh, Christ, that was a hiccup. But it does mean then that our raids we're going to be facing are going to go much more powerful because of the value of this weapon. Now, what we can do is, if we wanted to, we can sell it or even just destroy it. And I'm going to give it a think about whether we want to keep this or not. There are other things we can try and work on to improve our survivability with the increased power of these raids. We can, for example, build a kill box down here. Now, I'll be honest, I've never really built a kill box before. I know how to do them, but it's just sort of something that's never really bothered to cross my mind, because I felt quite often it's a very artificial idea. But given the fact that we've really got a narrow choke point naturally thanks to the mountain here, I think it would make a bit more sense realistically to build such a kill box. So in order to build a kill box, what you would need to do is basically funnel the enemy raids down a very particular path, so they come out in an area where you are highly protected and the enemy is going to be really vulnerable. So what I would probably do is maybe build the box out a little bit more. We want at least 3 blocks thick, so sappers can't destroy it straight away. And we want to have a path which the AI is going to think, oh right, it's easier for us to do this than knock down 3 walls. And then what we want is probably a nice bit of choke point here where we're going to have embrasures, where we can put our colonists behind and they can just shoot anything that comes out of the entranceway. And I think that would be a good idea, and it does match the choke points of the mountain itself. So it's something we want to work on in this episode or the next. But what I really want to focus on for today's one is to actually get the laboratory set up, or at least hollowed out, so we can build the high-tech research bench and actually get a bit more faster research going. We're also working as well, I believe, on geothermal power, so we'll be able to get that, and Devil Strand will be quite useful for us. But we do need, I believe, the high-tech bench built before we can actually start working on any of the other linkables that will increase our research speed, like the multi-analyzer, for example. So, a few things to do this episode. Let's get started. So at the moment, we're mining out some more place for us to make more food, and we're building up our stockpile a little bit. So let's just increase the stockpile zone here, like so. And we'll probably want to have all this moved out at some point. It's going to take ages for us colonists to do that, but we can actually just make this a little bit larger as well. Might as well, since it's just going to be sitting here until we get rid of the stone blocks another way. These can go as well. Let's just slow in. Haul that quickly, Gizmo. Just do that for me quick. Right, and this can be hauled as well, quickly. Maybe you can do that for me, quickly. We just don't particularly need it. It's just sort of standing around, is making it longer for our colonists to get in and out. But yeah, that's been done. This has been done. Once it's finished, we're going to start mining down here and start mining out the laboratory itself. What I'm thinking is we can hollow it out straight away. We may have to put some supports though in the room itself. But what we will do is start separating it out into separate rooms. So we may have one for the radiology so it doesn't affect our other colonists working in the lab itself. We can have another section for the genetic modification bit, a bit for research, and we can always make it a bit bigger. Now, another thing we will need to do at some point, let me just hold this in quick, sorry. Another thing we'll have to do at some point, I think, is actually make a large space like what we're doing here, but for animals. The reason being is that I was looking up the research for the Architect project, if we head back over here. It's somewhere down here. Where are you? Is it up? Ah, here. So something that caught my eye was this one, the turbocharged cryo stab. Yeah, that's what it says. So in order to do that, we need to actually have a source of coolant, and we need to make cryo-fuel in order to do this. And as you can see, we need Boomerlope and Muffalo hybrids. Now, I don't know how well they can manage the cold, and I think for some of the other animals we want to check out, it may be a good idea to have a large room where we can just grow grass, or hay, or something like that, and allow our animals to just live inside that space. It means then they're protected from the cold, and potentially from enemy attacks as well. But that's something we're going to be focusing in a later date. For now, I really just want to finish this off and get started with the laboratory. Could do with making the lab a little bit bigger, in fact. Yeah, potential idea. We'll think about it. Alright, we also need to start smoothing this out. We'll get some other colonists to do that once this is done. Let's do this. If we are going to make... We're going to need more compost as well, aren't we? We actually got a fair bit going here, 25 out of 30, and we do have loads of dead bodies down here as well for us to use. Right, have we got enough sand, clay, etc. for what we need to do? Probably not. So we had 25. Let's work with this. We need 5 of this, 5 of this, 10 of this, and 5 of this. Now, is it... Yeah, any worker's been asked to do that, so that means anyone will get started eventually. And Squid, how are you getting on with being recruited? You are nearly broken. It won't be too long after that, and then we'll be able to actually get her joining the team. And then we'll have to focus on maybe mining out some more space as well. Ugh, just so much stuff we need to mine out, and not enough time to do it all. No matter. No matter. This is nearly done. That's good. Nina's gone in to help too. Fantastic. Gizmo is working on this. And that will give us the dirt we need in order to do this section here. In fact, we'll pretty much have this all completely done at that point. Okay, this is now done. Good. Let's expand the stockpile out a bit more. There we go. All this is going to be, of course, hauled out at some point. That's going to be hauled in. So we'll do that. We got this alpha poly spear as well. Now, this could be a problem similar to... Okay, it's not too bad, but it's still 4,710. That's still quite a bit. It's just here we don't have anyone else capable of melee to really use that effectively. Maybe Squid will do. Now her resistance has been broken, we can actually start attempting to recruit her. That would be good to have an extra member on the team. Now, let's come on here. We need to smooth the surface out for this. I should get everyone rushing over to do that at some point as well. What we could do to help out a little bit, we've got this dirt growing here, admittedly, but I like having it a little bit more... what's the word? Symmetrical. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to ask them to get rid of this and get rid of that, just so we can have them here. Ooh. A raider chief named Huggin calls you from nearby. He's 53 years old. He's got 1 archer, 2 hunters, 4 penitents, and 3 warriors coming after him. A raider chief. Is he going to be a good addition to the team? Is my real question. I'm going to ignore the message for now. we are a bit limited in food for the moment, and I kind of want to make sure we get a bit more of the base sorted out without having to worry about our characters getting attacked and so on by more raiders. So we'll leave it for the moment. We also need to make a bit more of a defensive location before I worry about things like that too. As I said, many things to do, not enough time really to do it. Alright, cotton's going to take a little while to grow. Nina's focusing on this, that's good. Compost should be actually done at this point. It is, okay. That means dirt is getting done, good. Gizmo, can you have a chat with Squid? You can't because she's sleeping right now. Fair enough. Tyler's going to focus on that. And we can actually continue to work on mining as well. So let's go mining. And I'll tell you what, we'll do it on the other section. Oh, you know what, we might as well just get the whole 3 squares going. We'll go up to here so we can eventually mine this out as well. Get this. And then how we're going to do the... Hang on, how big is this? 11? Let's just say, for argument's sake, after about here, we'll do 2 blocks this way too. And that should give us the extra bit of support, because we got 12 blocks here. I'll tell you what, we'll do something similar to what we're doing up in the other base. How big is this, actually? 16. Crap, that's really... I would have preferred it a little bit better. Okay, let's change those moments. Let's just do another square here, here, here. We're going to change the doors a little bit to represent this. But we'll go remove plans. Let's do something like that in the middle for the moment. And I might as well just increase the block. We can have a big massive door here then as well. Maybe just make a blast door or something to make it sort of... Like, this is a real sort of delicate area. We don't really want anything bad happening. I think that will work. So let's just do 3 squares instead. And let's work on mining out the base. I tell you what, let's just go across like so. That should do for the moment. Gives us colonists something to do while they're working on dirt as well. Okay, you're again started with that. Got 1 bit more to go and then we'll be sorted. Nino can start laying that down and we'll all be well and good. Squid, I really want you to join us now. Can we have a chat with you? We cannot. Maybe soon. Ooh, compacted machinery. This mountain has actually turned out to be surprisingly good with resources. We've got compacted machinery right here. We've got uranium right here. I mean, all of this is going to be extremely useful for us eventually. Especially when we start working and looking to do stuff like nuclear power plants and the like. That'd be really, really useful. Okay, dirt and that is all done. This is now finished off too. We've now got a new recruit. Fantastic. Right, let's put down some topsoil, first of all. Topsoil. Like so. So Nina should get started with that. Let's slow things down a moment and start sorting out Squid. Squid, you're not in a relationship with anyone. What? I've got that in my head for some reason. No, you're just acquainted with everyone, although you don't like Miriam. Okay, fair enough. Oh, exotic goods trader from the Arachne colony. Okay. Let's switch this over to her bed. So we'll give her that. Squid, congratulations. We'll deconstruct that, and that, because we don't need them anymore. And we'll eventually make it so Gizmo and Ad have a nice bedroom. And start putting in some more stuff as well. But not for the moment. Okay, you're not assigned to cleaning. Nina, can you come in and just clean up all the rubble and that in here, please? That'll be appreciated. Okay, what can we do now with Squid? Well, we're going to give her that and that. She actually is a relatively good doctor, not as good as Miri. So I'm going to allow her to be good at doctoring people and treating them. But we're not going to have her do anything involving surgery for the moment, anyway. We'll put that up as well. But that's that. That and that. That can go. She's not too bad at watering, but we'll see about that. We'll put these up, because these look like they'll be extremely useful to have. So we have some really good crafters working for the team right now. You're actually not too bad with intellectual research, and you've got a bit of a passion for it, so we'll do that. We'll have you cleaning, just because that's a bit of a hassle. We'll have you do these 2 as well. And we're going to have you mining as well. Just so we can get it all sorted out, you know. Let's see, that's not too bad. Negotiation. obviously you can entertain guests. And what we may end up doing is have it so when she's not doing anything involving crafting, that she could be in charge of our jail potentially. We'll wait and see. Oh, right, what's this? Oh, that was fine. You managed to do the job for us. Thank you, guys. Now, speaking of, is there any more animals that we could try and get from across the map? It's always good to increase our food stockpile. There's a few animals down here, in fact. So let's just ask these to be hauled in quickly. Anything else? No. It's going to be useful as well when we actually start getting the GeneticRim stuff produced. Because we're going to be needing these bodies in order to get DNA from them so we can start combining animals and that. So it would be very useful for us to be able to do that eventually. Alright, Gizmo, you're probably our highest tech person. Before you go running off, stay here a moment. Have a chat with... Where's the trader? Here. Meg. Have a chat with Meg. You're 844, so she hasn't got a lot of money, so even then I can't really sell them the weapon without losing a lot of stuff. Now we could potentially make a lot of stuff as well by... I mean, look, wow, this guitar is 23,000. Like I said, Pico machinery is extremely valuable. Smilodon fans, we don't need. Bookshelves. I mean, we could go for like a hauler base, cleaner base. I mean, the cleaner thing would be quite useful. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's try this quick. Nina, I am going to give you up your weapon, I'm afraid. It's extremely valuable, but I want to see if we can potentially sell it and get a whole bunch of extra stuff for the base instead. So let's just haul that over quickly. Just so it's within... okay, that wasn't what I actually asked you to do, but sure, work with it. What? Oh, of course, she's unloading her stockpile, so she'll be running around... Oh, Christ. Really? Okay, drop the weapon. That's all I've asked you to do, is drop the weapon. There, thank you. Okay, forget that. You no longer need this weapon. You can just haul it in like I've asked you to do once already. Haul it. Thank you. You know, you're still... Oh, right, never mind. Gizmo, come over here and chat to Meg. Before I start getting annoyed with Nina. Right. Can we sell that weapon? We cannot. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's in the stockpile. It's not in a stockpile, it's just I don't think they want it. Bugger. Alright, let's try that one more time. Right. Okay, pick up the sword. I tell you what, no, Tyler, you're here. Pick up the sword. Come into this room here. Right. Now, drop the sword. Okay. Now, continue on your way. Thank you. Gizmo, try and chat to Meg one last time. Can we do it? No, we cannot. Okay, no matter. It would have been really cool, though, if we could get things like the cleaner base station and that, just so we can make our life a little bit easier. But there isn't really anything here of use. We will grab... I tell you what, we'll grab a couple of extra components, just in case. We'll do something like that. Packaged survivor meals... no, we want to keep those. Hang on. Yeah, we're buying these, aren't we? Yes. My mistake. Plasteel we'll keep... I think we've got enough plasteel for what we need. Let's just grab... Let's make it so we have 80, just in case that's what we need for the high-tech research bench and the multi-analyzer. Yeah, that should do quite nicely. I'm quite happy with all this. Let's accept. Right, that needs to be hauled in. That needs to be hauled in too. And that could be... Agent Danger has been found. Oh, right, that's just simply because they went all the way down here to get the animals. So like I think I mentioned before, in here is normally Agent Danger. And it could be anything. We could find mechanoids in here, we can find cryosleep canisters with enemies in, or people that may join the colony. They could even just have scarabs, like the little tiny bugs in there. You know, we don't know. It will be eventually a nice idea to open up. In fact, if we could have got these guys to be right, if they're going to leave the map that way, we could just open it up and have these guys try and, you know, get rid of them for us. It could be an idea. We'll have to think about it. Anyway, these are now been taken, so you can now have these hauled out. I think we're going to haul these two out as well. It's just annoying to have them sitting around in the bedroom. Okay, we're starting to at least get that started a little bit. Nina is going to be focusing on finishing off this bit first. We haven't got any more crafting left to do, so really it's just a case of finishing off with this. Okay. Let's put a door. We've got enough. Yep. Let's put a door into the stockroom. We don't need to go in here, and it basically just going to make sure that the rest of the place stays nice and warm. So we'll definitely make sure to have that. This will have a door across it eventually. Oh, guys, that's really cold in there. Minus 26. Wow. Okay, did you pick up... Okay, you got a bow. Do we want to give you something else instead? Well, we don't have any more guns. We can give you some grenades. Plasma grenades could be quite interesting. Oh, steel. Oh, wow, we're going to have a lot of resources from here now. Steel, we've got compacted body parts. We've got compacted components and machinery. We've got uranium. Christ, what else are we going to get? Jade at some point? Oh, so anything else is shooting. Oh, which direction are you guys heading? Okay, you're heading off this way. Right. Okay, let's haul in the Arctic Fox as well. You're injured. You're bleeding out in 13 hours. Okay, well, I'll ask you to be hunted too. Might as well have you join the group. Animals. We had a Bouldermite. Sorry, Bouldermite. We don't want you with us anymore. I'll tell you what. Can you slaughter the Bouldermite for me, please, maybe? Since you're nearby. Do it quickly, before it comes in. Thank you. No. Crap. Okay, we'll get a little bit of meat out of it, but we're going to have a lot more stone chunks sitting around in here. That's going to be annoying. No matter. Let's put that back. Let's make some meals. Okay. We'll haul these in. It's always nice to have an extra stockpile of resources, food in that, just in case. Guys, let's get all this out of the bloody freezer, right? I'm getting tired of this. Haul all these stone chunks outside, and don't you dare tell me that we haven't got room for it. Alright, that's good. I was going to say, don't you dare tell me we haven't got room for the stones when we've got a big area outside for this. Okay. Did we ask this to be mined? Yes. They're not mining it, though. That's annoying. Okay, work on the topsoil. Before you go to bed, Nina, I want you to finish off this farm. Tomorrow then we can actually get started on growing stuff here then as well. Okay. Nope. Do that, and that, and then you can go off to bed. These need to be hauled out urgently as well. We don't want them sitting around in here. Since we're not going to be growing this bit here, let's grab remove floor. Let's lift up from here as well. Just that way now we don't need the extra tiles and we get a little bit of extra dirt while we're doing it. Okay. Let's go on to zone. We need to grow a new growing zone. So what do we actually need to grow now? We've got cotton, we've got corn. We have plenty of meat in here, so we should last a little while until that's finished growing. What I'm thinking actually is go after some heel roots. Heel roots. There we go. So heel roots is basically your herbal medicine. This allows us then to get, it's the lowest tier medicine, but it does come in handy and you can grow it yourself. In order to get proper medicine, like what we've got here in the stockroom, you need to have herbal medicines, you need to get bandages, you need to get neutroamine, which is quite a rare resource. We will be able to grow it ourselves eventually, but it's nothing we need to worry about right now, whereas just doing this will be quite useful. And let's hide these as well. I've seen other YouTubers do this, and I have to admit it does look much nicer when you don't have this big block here. Purple in the middle of the stockroom, but it does mean, right, oh right, I know where the stockpile is, because I can just see it on the map here. But it does look much nicer when it's just like that, so we'll keep it like that for now. He's got a major break risk. Squid. Squid, why are you unhappy? You're depressive, you got a low psychic drone that's affecting you, got awful meal and awful bedroom. Oh wait, you suffer from depression anyway. I'm sorry to hear that, I really am. Okay, Nina, so in here, we'll come over here and just clean the rest of the room for me, please. We do need to sort out bedrooms as well. Our squid is now histrionic and is desperately seeking attention. Great. Nina, can you Beat her to it. You don't... Damn, she didn't calm her down. No matter, she can just run around and do her thing in the meantime. I don't mind that. Right, how are we actually doing for food right now? We do have quite a bit of meat here. It could be a possibility to think about actually getting some proper meals grown, because we've now got access to corn. We're growing heel root, and then eventually once this crop is done, in fact, when it's actually done, I will stop it sowing, and then what I'll do is make it so we can actually grow like potatoes, lentils, or something like that. And we can just have a nice, decent meals being made instead of these crappy nutrient-paced ones we're currently having. Oh yeah, did we check out our cleaning area? We do. It's just, Squid is obviously a bit upset at the moment. Okay, we need some more lights down here, so let's grab... Once you've done that, in fact, there we go. And we need cables running down here, of course. Now, I was also mentioned in the comments of the last video about, remind myself about smoothing the walls. Now, that is something we will have to do at some point. Although, it depends, I often find. It takes so long for them to smooth the walls sometimes. I think it could be better, especially with the amount of stone chunks we have available, to just build walls. So mine them down and replace them with actual walls, like we've done, for example, here. That could be much better for us, but something I do want to check out. Let's go in Miri's room. Let's ask this to be smoothed. And I just want to see what the difference is, because at the moment, because I think of the natural mod, like nature is beautiful mod we've got, these plain walls have actually got a beauty of 1, whereas a standard wall, like this one, has a beauty of 0. So it's actually more beautiful to be inside this sort of room than it is to be elsewhere. But let me just have a look. What does this improve it by? If it's something like 2 or 3, that's going to be a much better improvement for our rooms to do. Let's have a look. Okay, beauty 4. Much, much better. Okay, definitely going to be doing that now. Yeah, it doesn't even tell me that. I don't think there is a beauty thing associated with it. Yeah, going for 4 then. That's definitely something we want to do. And by smoothing out the walls, we can actually run cables and pipes and that through them, instead of having to do them right through the center of the corridor like I'm currently doing. Right, you guys are getting on with this now. You started mining out our laboratory. That's fantastic work. Good job, guys. Yeah, you finished healing this up? Good. So I'm going to cancel the sow in here. So once we get this sow of heal root, I'm going to start, like I said, go for one of the other animals instead. And bloody hell, we caught Jade. Ha! Okay, didn't expect that. I'm not going to complain. So Jade, as you can read here, is a hard green stone. It's often used for, you can use it for ornaments, decorations, so we can make statues and that with the art skill, and sculptor's table, but we can also use it as it's very useful for blunt weapons. So making maces, clubs, that sort of thing would be quite useful to do with jade. And it's kind of valuable, we can sell it off. I just wasn't expecting, in all honesty, to actually get that here. That was a bit of a surprise. Alright, let's build more cables down to here and running down to here. And then we want to get a research bench. So, what are we? Production, that was what I want. High-tech research bench. And I'm just going to stick it right here. Because then this gives us room then to put the multi-analyzer right there. And once it's done, we can actually get researching going too. It's still fairly warm down here, so I'm not going to about putting a heater in for the moment. A manhunting pack of frost mites. How many of them are there? There's actually quite a few of them. Okay, there's 5. That's not such a big deal. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, and I was about to say, it looks like they were stuck for a moment. It might just take a second for the game to load up. So, as I think we've encountered before, just in case we haven't though, we eventually can have situations develop when manhunters appear, and these animals, whichever is the manhunter in question, will come and try and chase after your colonists, or any human on the map. Now, they won't break down walls unless your colonists go through it, so as long as we stay in here, we should actually be okay. Now, what the hell happened to these guys? Okay. I'm just confused where we had these dead bodies just appear from. Did someone try... Were they just travelers and they got caught? How did they die? It just says AJ died. fair enough. Caravan request. Huh. That is actually... Hang on, silage. That's basically our crap, isn't it? Our fecal matter. No, hang on. No, is it, we'll have a look. Silage 850, and they want to give us a zoology implant, which will allow us to increase our ability to work with animals, and a repair kit. The only problem is, it's going to take absolutely ages to get across to there. I think it said it was 18 days. Oh, fantastic. A trade ship's going past the scrap trader. This is one of the best ones you can get if you want to get rid of stuff. A scrap trader will buy everything. You can't buy anything from them, but you can sell them everything that you basically own. And because we do have the orbital beacon in here, don't we? I could have swore we had one in here somewhere. You're kidding. Has it not been... Yeah, it's been moved. Hang on, where is our orbital beacon? Yeah, we must be able to do it. Hang on. Gizmo, come and talk to them. Okay, why are you... Oh, Squid, you've decided... Oh, bloody hell, Squid. Come out here. Nina, run out here. Miri, come out and help. Squid, why aren't you... Oh, right, because you've been programmed to run away. Okay, come over here. Right. So here we go. We can sell everything that we basically got. So we can actually sell this. Crap, we can only make 1,384 from this. You know what? Fine. If it gets rid of it, that's okay. We can do the extra bit of money in the meantime. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. We'll sell one of the plasma grenades. Get rid of the frag grenades. The clubs can go. Plasteel knife. We'll keep that. These can go. Arachnid leather. We can sell. We'll sell that as well. Got plenty of bird skin, blue feather, panther, wolf skin can go. Right, there we go. Okay, got something we can do as well. We'll have... Ah, Squid, don't tell me you're going to die if we're not careful. Right, you two need to get your butts down here fast. And we need to kill these frost mites. Yep, okay, right. Okay, Miri, you're not going to go out by yourself. Let's wait for Nina to join us. Right, she's got the machine gun and the grenades. We've got these as well. Right. Out you come. Okay, that's one dead. Okay, that's the telescope hit. Come on. Kill this one. Okay, kill this one. Okay, for the moment, we're going to use CQC, because it does count underneath my personal thing. There we go. We need to give Nina that knife then, if that's the case. Okay, finish this off. Okay, you're going to go and equip your gun. Nina, you're going to pull back, and allow you to take some shots against the Frostmite here. Don't kill Miri. I have faith in your shooting. Oh, thank God. Okay, Miri herself is in no immediate danger. Squid, you are going to die soon if we're not careful. Right. And it doesn't help that the two injured ones happen to be both our medics. Okay, let's go and rescue her first. Nina, you're going to do this. What we can actually do... we could use that stuff for compost. Yeah, let's do this. Do we want to do what I'm thinking next? I'm kind of thinking so. Yeah. I'm going to change this to human corpses 2. And what I'm thinking of doing quickly is if I can ask Gizmo to come over here and pick up the mass grave. And we're going to haul all these bodies in just so we can get a whole bunch of compost this way. Okay, Miri, you're going to go and rescue Squid. Nina... I'll tell you what, Nina, you can help them out. Come over and do this. And something I forgot is that all of these have clothes on them. And these are actually pretty good quality stuff for the most part, or even if they're not. They're good stuff like military fatigues, flak vests, and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is order all of them to be hauled in to our stock room, and then we'll get Miri eventually to cut them up and use them as fertilizer. Right, okay, you're already tending to Squid, that's good. Squid, stay in there. You're about to die soon. Oh, well done, Squid. Right, go and rescue her again, please. Why are you rescuing her and putting her in bed? Okay, sure, do that. Heal her up, though. And then go and sort yourself out, Miri, okay? Death in 2 hours, 4 hours. An annual expo. So this is a thing that's been brought in one of the mods for, you know, improved faction interactions. We can actually send people to join up, and depending on what the event is, we can get them experience, improve our relations with the other factions, or just a whole bunch of useful things. Okay, you're fixing yourself up. Why aren't you using medicine now? Maybe it's just because she thinks, oh, it's just a poor quality cut, don't need to worry too much. Okay, I think you've now officially healed up everything that's going on. There we go. Right, maybe consume some nutrient paste, sure. And then let's get started on cutting up some bodies for me. The reason why I want to try and do this quickly before that trade ship goes is that we can even sell the arachne human meat as well, so we can get a bit more money from that and not worry too much about other bits. The thing is, if we're going to do that, we probably want to make sure we had things in this orbital beacon in stockpile. Do I want to try something silly like that? Probably. I'm still confused. Where is my beacon? It must be hiding underneath something, but I can't see it. No matter. The most important thing is we know it's in there. Right. Finish up cutting up the bodies for me quick. Butcher. Okay, Gizmo, have a quick chat once you're done with this. Oh, they just left comms range. Bugger. No matter, no matter. Right. Tyler is able to focus on doing that. That's going to give us... I believe it gives us insect meat, doesn't it? Yeah. We don't want insect meat to come in here, but we can actually use it then at the butcher's one, as you can see Tyler's doing at the moment, in order to make more compost for us. And he's also using the local human meat to do that too. Squid. Squid. Why? Stop running out and doing stuff like this. You're just going to get yourself hurt. Right. Come over here and rescue Squid. Okay, that needs to be hauled in as well. We've got loads of silver just sitting around. I don't really want it to be thing. Okay. Squid, you can stay in here. It's probably better for you than sitting in your room, and you'll heal up much more quickly this way. Okay, finish butchering the last of the people for me, please. I know this is going to give everyone else debuffs, but it's one way to get rid of, you know, all the bodies and put them to use, and it gives us access eventually. As you can see, Gizmo here is just rushing through, repairing all the clothes, which we'll be able to sell then eventually and use ourselves. Especially if there's ones we can find which is going to give us better clothing than what we currently got. Might be a good idea, in fact. Let's go to assign a moment. Nino, what are you forced to wear right now? You're forced to wear the hats. Okay, we can ask you to drop the hats. We'll put that as there. And who else was there? Tyler, what were you forced to... Oh yeah, you had that, these overalls, wasn't it? Improved our research speed and work speed by a little bit. So what, you can drop those. We're going to have plenty of stuff eventually, and everyone can take their pick of what's available. Okay, Miri is now resting. Squid is now thing. Psychic Soothe. Thank God. All the ladies are feeling much better now. I mean, something in the distance is obviously manipulating with their brains, but they're going to feel better because of it, and that's most important to me. Alright, we've still got 3 bodies in here. We've got plenty of dirt. Our base is starting to come out quite nicely. Let's build a table now, or a bench, like so. Let's give you that. And what I'm going to think, I'm going to actually move this down here for the moment too. So we'll put that down here. We'll have this pop down as well. we'll stick it here, and we'll have the bench move down here too. That way then we could actually get 2 people researching at the same time and really increase our speed. Again, that... Oh crap, all this stuff. So first of all, now we got this to sort out. Did we actually build fuses? Remind me, game. Yes, we did. Okay, let's drop a fuse right there at some point. And then we got a group of tradespeople coming in. Okay, so what do they actually have? Let's unlock them. We got some with bows, some with spears, or sorry, ikwas, knives, and a club. Okay, against which we've only got our 3 members, 4 if you include Squid, but she's actually quite injured right now. But it's okay. Right, everyone needs to sort out first of all what the big problem we've got here with these guys heading straight in. They're not. That's fine. In fact, someone's getting attacked by something. Who's getting attacked? Oh, right, down here. The Slurry Pete's got eaten, damaged by this. Gotcha. Okay, they're starting this, so... Ew. What the hell? We've got an invisible guy here. Sorry, a female woman here. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, what we're going to do this? Well, so coming on to here, we'll restrict you 2 into the room for now. Gizmo, you 3 then, we're going to grade your guns. And we're going to just deploy you out here for the moment. Alright, when you're ready, gang, take some shots. Okay, Nina's already got hit. Okay, I tell you what, focus on killing off Ladora here. Okay, I think it'd be a better idea. Let's pull back in. Just for the moment. I'll tell you what, leave the door open, and maybe we can just funnel them in a little bit. Something like this. Just because Nina's getting shot at the moment, and she's going to die pretty soon. Maybe avoid that. Purple has been captured. Okay. Purple, are you any good? Not really. We may just cause him to have a little accident. Okay, let's put you here. Let's pop you here. Miri, let's pop you here. You're a little bit more experienced. Okay, they're starting to flee. Good job. Right, do we want to chase down the survivors? Or do we want to... They do have bows. You have a knife, you have a bow. So yeah, we could go after them, but then they'll continue shooting at us the whole time. And last thing we want is a character of ours dying because of it. So we're not going to allow that to happen. Right. Crap. Why is there... Oh yeah, because we got this issue. Tyler, can you... Okay, we can't make it because we guys are restricted, of course. My mistake. Alright, let's copy that over quickly. Thank you. Okay, Tyler, fix up... What do you mean we need steel? There. Work on it quickly before we don't have any power for the base. Okay, Purple Aardvark. Where are we going to stick you? I think at the moment, I'm just going to make a sleeping space. Sleeping spot. We'll stick it in our stock room. Set it for prisoners. Well, you know what? I don't actually need him. So let's cancel that. Let's just strip him of his clothes and kill him. Gizmo, you can have the honors of doing this. Strip him. And then make him die. And... Oh, he might have died already. No, he hasn't. Okay, Gizmo. Nope. Can't finish him off. Looking fitted. Okay, right, maybe... Nope, you can't finish them off apparently either. Nina. Nope, you're about to... You're seriously injured. I don't want you to do that. Can you? No. None of these characters can... Oh, Christ. Okay, Nina. Execute them. Finish off Purple for me, please. There we go. Thank you. Right, now you need to go and rest. Maybe you've been stabbed by a bow and you still haven't bothered to heal yourself. Well done. Okay. Nina, you can stay in here and rest until you're healed. Okay, Squid is tending to Nina. I don't mind her tending to those sort of things, as long as she doesn't, yeah, as long as she doesn't exactly try and do anything involving surgery. I'm pretty happy to allow her to do that. All these can be hauled in too. He's got extreme break risk at the moment. Squid. Squid is now starting to self-harm. Why is you so unhappy? War cannibal... Why are you eating human flesh? Don't do that. You got so many options here. Why did you eat a human? Oh, thank you, Gizmo. It's appreciated. But still, why did you eat... I'm not going to ask. There's plenty of food available. Why did you do that? I don't know. It's crazy talk. Okay, let's build another light in here in the meantime. It's actually getting pretty cold in here. Let's see by moving one of these. I'll tell you what we'll do. Good structure. Let's just build a nice big door for the moment. We do have plenty of wood. Let's use steel. Just I like the idea of it, more of a steel door here. There we go. And then we'll put a heater down here as well. So we'll ask that to be heated up. Eventually when we start looking into doing the things like toilets and that in here, we will be looking into making it so we can have radiators around the place. They're much more effective. But for now, we'll just stick with sticking heaters everywhere. Right, how are we doing with this? Nina, you're healing up now, aren't you? Yes, good. Let's give you the plasteel knife as a sidearm while I remember to do this. Now, what can I potentially do here? Because what I'm thinking is that we've got all these outfits in here, right? We've got excellent items, we've got poor items, and so on. What I'm thinking, I mean, a way to really do this, if I wanted to try and do it properly, is really set it so our colonists can only use certain outfits. So a certain pair of trousers, a certain pair of skin layered clothing, a certain out layer, and so on. And then just make it so we always have at least one of them available in the stockpile. Anything else basically gets, recycled, basically. And I think that could be a useful thing to do. Eventually, like, we just need a pair of these, for example, along with maybe a pair of shirts, a parka, a tuck. Have everyone wear one of these, and then we'll be all sorted. It could be potentially something to do, but we could also just sell these off eventually. Oh yes, I forgot. We had dead people being carried into. Let's make sure the door closes behind them. We don't really want a basilisk just hanging around outside. Item stash. Blueprints implant. I'm not too concerned about that for the moment. Nina's now fully healed. That's fantastic. Nina's become the target of a basilisk. Of course. She can't go anywhere without this. Okay, let's just keep her inside. Come on, quickly. Okay, let's bring her in here. Just in case it gets any ideas and manages to knock down the door. Tyler, stay where you are. Okay, right, this may need to just... Why go after that when we've got perfectly good bodies here for you to eat? Squid, no. Get out. Oh, blood. Right, okay, you get out of here. Nina, come out here and help. Gizmo, come out here and help. Tyler, you can just get on with your own thing. Oh, now we get revenge because it attacked Squid and Squid defended herself. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Squid, you can come back out now. Okay, is it dead? Yes, it's dead. Okay. Christ, now everyone else needs to go and get healed up again. Alright. We've got a wolfman. We've got more people in here to, seems to carve up and eat. Okay, sure. Maybe you can come off that as well now. Can we please bring in these bodies so we don't have to worry about keeping the door closed? There we go. Thank you. Much, much better. Okay, looks like our colonists have got the treatment they needed. Mary's continuing doing research. We've got a little space now, so once these guys have finished their job, they can also come over and help too. Should hopefully speed up the research we're doing. Fact, do we have... Let me just check. Which file cabinet is this? Let's ask for that to be built. Because there is two different ones, so I'm just wondering what's the difference and whether or not one's going to be better than the other. Nope, that doesn't... Organize or tool? Hang on. Organize no tool. What about the one next to it? Or is it just... I think it's the same thing, just different appearances. It'll probably be a little bit more sensible. Okay, hill root is coming up nicely. Corn is nearly grown, so is our cotton. Once the cotton's done, we can actually start working then on putting down carpets. And just improving the sort of appearance of our base in general. Although something else we can do. Let's pop onto zones. We can actually get rid of this section here. Although I think it is quite handy because it does provide another layer between our base and here. In fact, I think that would probably be a little bit more useful than what we currently got. What was going to do? Yeah. Because we got so many airlocks, so to speak, it means the heat stays quite nicely in this section here, and I think it may be more worthwhile for us to do that. What we'll do then is let's dismount. Let's grab the door. Let's build a copy here instead. So we're going to ask for this one to be gone. Let's get rid of these two sections of the wall too. We'll ask for this to be built here. We don't have enough granite. That's fine. We'll just ask for a few blocks to be made here. And then what we can do is basically just repeat what we've done here. Just so that way then we can have an extra, less, you know, a bit more of a choke point. Yeah, I think that will work. There we go. Alright, down here has now been done, so let's start working on this bedroom next. I'll tell you what we actually will do. Let's focus down on here. The reason being is I would like to now see about building up some bathrooms and things like that. That's just going to help out our colonists be a little bit happier, you know? So let's do something like there. No, we only need 2 blocks because we can put the stall door here and the bath toilet here. So let's cancel that one. And continue to mine across the section here, sure. Likewise then, we'll do something like... Do we want showers or do I want baths? Baths are going to make our colonists a little bit more happier. Yeah, let's do something like that then. No, we want something like this, something like this. And let's just cancel, because there's only 2 squares for a bathroom, isn't it? Yeah, something like that, that, and that. There we go. Let our colonists work on this, and then what we'll do then as well is mine out this section here, because then we can use this for boilers and stuff like that, and we can actually get started then on working on toilets and stuff. Something that'd be quite useful, I think. Alright, let's also get... That's now done, so let's dismantle this granite door. And instead we're going to build the same basic setup here, 2 granite walls and a steel door here. There we go. They can work on that. They're going to do this. We want... I do want the uranium ore to be mined, but I don't want to do it now. That's the problem. Right, we'll let the rest of this get on in the meantime. Let's do that, order that to be done as well. They can get on with all that. Geothermal power has been done. Fantastic. So what we're going to do now is pop to power. We're going to order one of these to be built straight away. It takes a lot of resources, but we've got more than enough. And it's going to provide such a great deal of power compared to what we got here. It's going to really power up what we want to do with the next part of the base, which is to start actually working on the genetic manipulation technology. So we'll do that. That's going to, of course, is going to dismantle our power for the moment, but as long as Tyler can focus on getting this done quickly, that would be great. Let's move. We can ask for all this to be dismantled too. It's just excess wiring at this point. No, Tyler, finish your job. Finish this. Oh yeah, let me just check my colonists. Everyone is okay, aren't they? Despite the damage we've taken so far, yeah, we're all fine. Okay, and you're hauling in components, that's good. Alright, almost done. Almost done. Is that a goods trader from the Asari Union? Okay. Could potentially now get rid of all that human skin that we have sitting around in the base. You know, just sitting there, we just picked it up innocently, honest. Right. Okay, let's haul these up. Right, looks like we got a little chamber here as well. I just noticed. Oh, they're leaving. Bugger. No matter. No matter. Okay, how are you guys getting on over here? That's getting on quite nicely. That's good. We'll probably make this a little bit haphazard until we mine the uranium, but it's so valuable, and obviously we want to dig into the rest of this, and I can see there's more uranium. I don't really want to mine more than what we already need, just because that's really going to make our sort of value go up, although you can see it's really dropped down quite a bit, and it seems to have popped up again. How? That's my question. I really don't know. No matter. Okay, fertilizer is now done. We've got plenty of human bodies in that to work with. I'll tell you what, let's have a look, because have we not started on genetic rims? We've got lab shelf. Okay. We've got double strand. Let's now get the multi-analyzer queued up, ready to go. There we go. Then, what else are the other things that we needed to try and get? Fabrication will be quite useful. I do want to get started with genetic rim, so let's actually queue that up as well. Advanced computers, that would be very useful. I'll tell you what, genetic rim. Genetic engineering. Fantastic. And let's get that advanced computer. I don't know what it does, but it looks like it provides a nice buff. Build the computer system which will increase research speed as necessary for advanced research. It needs to be placed near a research bench like the multi-analyzer. Okay, let's queue that up as well, I guess. In fact, before we do that, just so we can actually get all the tech done, let's say have this, this. Now, I'll tell you what, we might as well just go straight for the advanced computer, and like I said, unless we go for the advanced multi-analyzer. How much tech does that need? 5,000. Okay, computer it is. Advanced computer, there we go. That should hopefully give us access to quite a bit of research speed in the future. Once, obviously, everyone gets finished with what they're doing. Oh, maybe, Squid, you're actually cleaning up. That's great to see. Thank you. Right, now we need hygiene, store doors, we need, hang on, I've built this completely wrong. Ah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Okay, let's ask for all this to be mined out, and yeah, we'll cancel that. We'll swap them around, so where is our blocks, like so. We'll have, so that's bit there, we need one here and one here. There we go, that's much better. And then store doors, we can pop here, 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 and here. And then this will, it's maybe a little bit small, but I think it'll be okay. This means then we can actually start using toilets and stuff like that. If we need to, we can always extend the block out a little bit more, or with the size of the colonists in question, actually. I'll tell you what, cancel that. Cancel that. What I'll do instead is I'll stick to the 2-bedroom toilet idea. What we do instead is just build basically what we got here. So do something like that, and that. There we go. 2 toilets, 2 bathrooms. That should be more than enough for what we need. Right, we now harvested the cotton. That's excellent. So let's just lay this down as well, so we're going to happening. How much more do we have? 250. That should be more than enough for our needs. So we pop to floor. What carpet do we want to give Miri? Nice green. A cream colour. A nice dark one. I'm thinking a nice blue would do quite nicely here. So we'll pop this down here. Take a little bit of time, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's build this here and here. Dismantle that. Yeah, nice blues goes quite nicely with the room itself, I think. Bamboo end table. wooden dresser. Might want to swap this for bamboo when we get a second as well. Just because, why not? Okay, fertilizer's now done. We can try and make more dirt, but we'll need to mine out more of this as well. Okay, these two are researching away. We now got this. So, as you can see here, it provides 3,600 watts of energy, which means we've got a massive excess right now. But what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to ask the wind turbine to be dismantled. These just provide, they don't provide as much to be fair, but we've got such an excess right now, it may be not needed. And it runs the risk then of us having the fuse go once more. Okay, hang on. Devil Strand has been done. Okay, so when this is actually finished growing, we'll have Devil Strand growing here, which is what we're going to be needing for some of our clothes. And we need to continue mining. Okay. Why are you not letting me do that? There you go. Right, mine. Let's mine out these bedrooms just in case they're needed for more prisoners and what have you. And what else? Could do with mining up there. We could do with starting to work on this section so we can actually get our work room instead and put this back into the rec room it was supposed to be. And going down in towards the hospital and that would be quite useful too. So we've got them a whole bunch of research stuff to do. We've got research covering. We've got a geothermal vent doing. I think we're pretty done for today's episode, to be honest. And it's just come to the end as well. So, what's going to be happening next time? Well, once the multi-analyzer has been completed, we can actually get started on genetic modifications. We do need to start building up the things, like we need to get organic pulp, so we can actually get some of the things done, but then eventually, especially once we finish doing the... Damn it, Squid, you keep breaking. You're a depressive person, aren't you? Well, it seems like she wants to eat a lot, but instead she's just running up and, well, just standing around. Oh no, she's not picking out on food. One advantage of that, there's no meals nearby for her to access. But anyway, yeah, we'll get the multi-analyzer done. We can start researching things. Once we get that advanced computer in, that's going to help out as well. And we'll be able to start looking into actually doing genetic modifications. But that's going to be happening in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching today's one. And let me know in the comments, like I said, what do you think about that end goal for this playthrough? I think it's a really cool idea, but I want to get your feedback. And I hope you join me next time. But until then, take care, and goodbye for now.